So to get alive, you will need to plan way ahead of time. I usually do my planning on Sunday nights or Monday morning, and yes, I do use a physical planner as I'm a boomer. I will first write down all the experiments I need to do for the coming week, how long each one will take, and prioritize them according to how urgent they are. I will fill in the main experiments I will need to do before slotting the side experiments in. So when I reach the lab in the morning, I kind of know what I would be doing for that day and won't waste time on deciding what to do. I also do add in other small experiments during the week if I realize I don't have a lot to do that particular day. So for Monday, I would only need to sit and toss cells and practice dissection, which would take around 2 to 3 hours. Hence, I figured that I could also do genotyping as well. Another thing I like to do is to weave in experiments during long incubation periods. So for instance, my PCR reaction is going to take around 1.5 hours. During this waiting time, I could cast a gel such that it would solidify by the time the reaction is done, and I can carry on with my experiments immediately. During the waiting time, I could also go for lunch or prepare for my lab meeting slides tomorrow. Sometimes planning my experiments is like playing Tetris. You try to make sure you fill up every gap. Basically, when I'm in the lab, I make sure I'm always working. If I'm not doing experiments, then I'm analyzing data or reading papers or replying emails or preparing slides. And yes, I do eat lunch at 12 every day because that's my only motivation for the day. When I work, I try to work 100%. And following this, I am usually able to keep my working hours from 9:30 to 6:30 p.m. during the weekdays. I have the habit of planning the details before I start my experiments. This includes calculating the number of cells I need to seed, the dilution of the drug I need to use, or the amount of reagents I need to add for each tube or well, and so on. If I'm doing a brand new experiment, I would also run through the steps the day before the experiment in my head to mentally prep what I'm getting myself into. Oh yes, and I also book any equipment I need to use in advance to prevent the disruption of my experimental plans due to the equipment being unavailable. At least for me, understanding the details and workflow will actually speed up my experiment process and prevent me from making mistakes. Although making mistakes is totally fine and I do make mistakes from time to time, preventing errors will prevent repeating the experiment, which means more time freed up for other work to be done. Although I've been emphasizing a lot on planning, it is also important for researchers to be flexible, because in the lab, things tend to go wrong. Abandoning plan A to formulate a plan B quickly and effectively is an essential skill to have. As someone who likes to plan, it sucks initially when I can't follow through my schedule, but over the years, I learned how to adapt and switch my priorities. I think this skill probably comes with experience and also through observing how competent seniors in the lab handle these kinds of situations. Because I get most of my work done during the day, I can spend the night pursuing my hobbies such as running or working on my YouTube videos. Sometimes I also go out for dinner with my friends or simply just spend the night relaxing on my bed. When I work 100%, but when I play 100% too. Even if there are tasks I did not manage to complete during the day, they are the non-important ones as I would have gotten the important ones done first, so they can wait. When I'm playing, I'm focused on playing and will not think about work anymore. And I think this helps me to recharge my battery and feel refreshed the next day. I used to be one of those people who play worrying about the things I have yet to complete. And the end result is that I do not enjoy my playtime and at the same time got nothing done. So I stand for the saying, when you work 100%, and when you play 100% too.
一天睡6个小时可以不累。为什么呢？